Now, here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, good evening, everybody. Well, you know, for many people, tomorrow is very much like Friday because they got Thursday and Friday off. But I tell you what, it's not going to be the best Friday you've had. We're looking at snow starting to move in. Let me show you what's going to happen here first, though. We got a nice, cool-looking shot from Leon Jensen. What is this line in the sky? What do you think that is? That is the International Space Station traveling at 17,150 miles per hour, 250 miles high, as it was going over Cody, Wyoming. Wow, what a cool looking shot that is. Thanks, Leon. And Jennifer Acker-Woods got this picture of some clouds starting to roll in, little rain and snow showers moving into that area today as well. But here's the way things are shaping up in Billings right now. Currently, we've got clear skies, 23 degrees, an east wind at about 5 miles per hour. And then you see that gives the wind chill factor that feels like 17 degrees. 33 degrees was our high temp today. 40 is your normal high, so a little cooler than normal. The record was 66. So back in 1998, the record low was 19 below zero. Yeah. 1985, we had a lot of November record low temperatures, and this was one of them, 19 below. Yowzer. Meanwhile, take a look at this. You'll see no new precipitation today, so we're still a little bit behind normal for the month at 4,900. For the year, we're at 18.49. Only need to be at 1309, so obviously we're ahead of normal year-to-date totals as well. But as we move on, let me show you how things are shaping up around the state. Out of the west, we're into the 20s, but look at Bozeman, 10 degrees right now. Across the high line into the 20s there, 15 at Lewistown. They're a little higher in elevation, so they're a little bit cooler because of that. 23 in Billings, you see teens in northern Wyoming. Warley coming in about 20 degrees right now, 21 at Glendive. Meanwhile, these are our reported highs. Look at the 30s here. This was kind of the warmer corner of the state. Other places out in the west, Kalispell and Missoula, they were in the 30s as well. But we're generally into the 20s around the mountains today. But let's move on and show you what we have going for us right now. Doppler radar shows you a little instability, some light snow showers still falling from Missoula in towards Great Falls on up toward Havre. But this is just nothing really big. This is just a little the trick of the atmosphere, creating some scattered condensation and some spotty showers. The big storms, we got two of them. One here getting ready to move in towards the Great Lakes states. That's that guy there. And this is going to be our next storm here. This one here moving into Oregon and parts of northern California. That low pressure cell is going to start moving into the Great Basin area, while this storm here will continue to push its way all the way towards the Great Lakes and kind of just to avoid us, so we're not worried about that at all. But this one will continue to sling a lot of moisture right on up into Montana by the time Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening gets here. Then this low pressure cell starts moving into Wyoming on Thanksgiving Day and starts slinging a lot of moisture our way. So what will happen as that low travels to the south, it continues to sling a lot of moisture our way. Then once it gets over here in eastern Wyoming, it'll take some of this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and kind of throw it right back at Montana. So our big snow event on Friday is going to be coming from the east, from this low pressure cell, not from the west. And then as that thing moves away, it takes the snow with it by the time Sunday and December 1st gets here. In the meantime, let me show you how much snow we're going to get. By Friday morning, about 1 to 2 inches for the Billings area, 2 to 4 over Livingston and Bozeman. But then once we get that easterly flow of air moving in, look what happens. 14 to 20 inches for Billings. That's a new number there. 14 to 20 for Miles City. 6 to 10 for Glendive. 14 to 20 at Jordan. Same thing in Glasgow. This all depends on if all that snow coming in from the east will actually make it all the way to the Billings area. The computers seem to think they will. Meanwhile, let's move on and show you. Tonight we'll cool back down to the single digits and teens and some low 20s across Montana. Then tomorrow back up into the 30s. Maybe some 20s out in the far west around the mountains with mostly sunny skies. Billings tonight, partly cloudy and 22 degrees. Next 7 days, let's check that out. We'll be into the 30s on Wednesday and Thursday, 26 on Friday, down into the 20s on Saturday, and then we pull out of it and get back up into the upper 30s by Tuesday. Let's go back to Russ.